Alright, welcome back to my channel, people. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in today. Happy Saturday. Let me put this off. Happy Saturday, you guys. I don't know if it's morning, afternoon, or nighttime on your end, but on my end it's Saturday afternoon. It's snowing on my end, and we're just gonna try to stream today. Won't be able to stream like gaming or anything else because I kind of injured my hand yesterday, and I'm having a tough time to closing my hand. I feel like I jammed my fingers on carrying what I had to carry yesterday up them steps. But today we're just gonna talk about everything that has been leaked for Set 5. For Fusion World, as you can see on my screen, Fusion World Set 5 is called New Adventures and it comes out February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. So you guys gonna have to choose. You're gonna choose your girlfriends, your wifeys, or you're gonna choose the game to get this card. To get this booster set. Um, which is a lot of money. I think it's in the range of being probably 800 and something and change, if I'm not mistaken, shipping and handling. Um, but yeah, we're gonna talk about every leaks that came out. We was waiting for the leader leaks on the effects because we already knew what are the leaders on the last stream that I did. Now we actually have the full content of each leader and some extra cards that came with it. So we're gonna get to it and we're gonna talk about each leader and then every card that came out from the beginning when they started to leak till now. So first off, if you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get to it. First leader that they leaked a few weeks ago will be Son Goku Mini from Daima. This is gonna be for red. 15k in um, the leader's front. Draw while attacking, of course, standard. Awaken at 4, and then when it's awakens, a 20k swing. Draws when attacking, and then once per turn, choose up to one of your battle cards with Dalma in its card name in your battle area, and it gets 10,000 power for the turn. So that's definitely good. It's basically a boost of the Daima Goku that we have now. Just instead of 5k, you get it's actually 10k. The only thing that actually locks into just Daima battle cards, um, which from what it looks like, we have a lot of support for the Daima cards for red. So we're gonna see how it's definitely gonna be good for that. For the next leader, which is blue, we have Vegito, 15k on front. Draw when attacking, awaken standard for less. And then on the awaken side is a 20k swing. Permanent, your turn. If you have 20 or more cards in your drop, this card gets 20,000 power and you draw a card when attacking. That is crazy. But that means this deck is going to have to rely on having a lot of cards um, on their drop area. But to have 20 cards in your drop, that means this deck has to be averaging like 55 to 60 card deck because it's gonna be rough. You're gonna be waiting to have at least half your deck basically because you have your life that you're gonna have to. You got your life that's gonna have 8. Then you have your hand. Let's just say it has probably 10, and then to have 20, that means you're almost done. You're almost done to be losing your game if you're gonna roll with 50 to 52 card deck because you're gonna deck out because of this effect. So I don't think this leader is broken, but it's definitely a good effect to boost it for 40k and like end game, yeah. But to have 20 cards in your discard pile is gonna be kind of rough, because that 20k is not gonna be happening a lot unless you do it for like end game or however you want to see it. But if you run this deck at 55 to 60 card deck, but just remember to have like a lot of cantrips, because those are the ones that you're gonna be drawing, and then you try to use those cantrips to to boost your hand, to combo a lot, to have your opponent burn out a lot of cards out their hand, or they'll take the swings, and then once this guy's awakened and you have 20 cards in your discard pile, then here comes the 40k swing, and especially with the new 6 drop that we got that doesn't let you lose on deck out, that's another 40k swing, and restands to give you another 40k swing. So that's 3 bodies right there, 40k swing. So it's not that bad. Um, so I see where they're going with this deck. We're just gonna have to see the support because it's not gonna be easy to get to 20 cards and you want to start swinging at 40. The next leader would be for green, which is Son Goku, the Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku. Um, Front side is 15k swing. You swing and you get to draw a card. It's not standard because you awaken at 3. Um, I hate cards that do that. That you awaken at 3 because it gets you a little bit too close to what you call it, for somebody to hit you with a double strike, and then they tank that double strike to burn a lot of cards out your hand. Excuse me. If you have 4 to put you down to 2, are you gonna wait to get to 2? I'm not sure I'm gonna feel about that. Um, but for the awakened side, we got the 20k swing. Permanent on your turn, this card gets 10,000 power, which is 30k swing. That's not bad. On your end turn, discard 1 card from your hand. If your life is at 2 or less and you have 7 or less energies, add the top card of your deck to your life. Okay, I see a couple of things in this card in the awakened side that I'm not liking. One, you don't draw when you swing. Yes, you get a 30k, but you gotta that means your opponent is gonna make sure they awaken you as soon as possible because you're gonna be burning a lot of cards out your hand just to maintain that he doesn't awaken that fast. So there's gonna be a lot of cantrips into this deck. I already see it. Just to make sure that when you awaken, you still have a hand size to protect yourself and to swing accordingly. But then at the same time, you're gonna be mandated to discard 1 card at the end of your turn. It doesn't say up to. It says discard 1. So you're gonna have to discard 1 card. So I'm not a big fan of this leader right now. Um, let's see what cards it comes with the support to this leader. But right now, with the support that we have, I don't see much going on for the support to this leader. But this leader is definitely gonna be a real issue. It's not like the Jiren. It's not like UI. UI basically takes the effect of the battle power of another card on the field. It could go to 35, it could go to 45. It only matters on what you got on the field. And you do have that battle card, the 6 drop Goku, that it deflects one of your opponent's swings. So at least you got protection right there. So you got protection to boost up, to match one of the highest battle cards on the field, and then you have the UI Goku. I mean, not the UI. Yeah, the UI Goku, the 6 drop, to block to negate one of your opponent's swings, and then if you're smart enough, you'll be using the Jiren to keep taking the life, to put the top card of your deck to your life, or like to recycle cards back to your hand. So like that, you're not losing much from your hand when you have the Jiren and the 6 drop Goku and the protection of the leader effect. With this one, we don't have much going on with the green, from what I remember. But to discard a card from your hand and you're not drawing, it's already putting you in a position that you're gonna have to deal with a lot of cantrips. But with a lot of cantrips, that means you're gonna have a lot of 5Ks in your deck, and that's another issue as well. Because with the boost that everybody's trying to go for swing when they awaken, or when you awaken, they're trying to swing for 30s, 30k swing, 30k swing, 30k swing. You're gonna be burning out a car. You're gonna be burning what, 3 5Ks from your hand just to get to 35, and that's just one swing out of many that they're gonna have on the board. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan to this leader unless we see more of the support that's coming out for set 5 with this leader. If you guys have you know, anything to say about these leaders, you could definitely talk about it in the chat box. I have no problem responding because you guys probably seeing something that I'm not seeing. We're here just to talk about everything that's going on, what's going into set 5, what we got so far, and see if set 5 is actually gonna be good as what set 4 is. Because set 4 basically put the fusion world in a standard mode that you have a lot of leaders that kind of make them broken because of the cards that they have to support them. But it's not like when set two was out, we only had Top Cool. Set three came out, it was between, even though Bardock was up there, SS4 Goku was up there, and Android 17 was up there, Blue Vegeta was still number one. So you had like two to three, four at max, to be on top. But like for set four, you have a couple. You have Deadpool, you have Blue Vegeta, you have Zamasu, you have the Jiren, the Android 17 still strong. You have the Baby, you have the Majin Buu that's actually strong as well. You have SS4 Goku that's strong as well. So you have a couple of leaders now that can push you to the top in any locals, or if you go to, 'cause right now I can't say regionals, but in any locals and on client as well. But next color would be black, and for black we have Gogeta. Um, Definitely liking that black has one of the Goku's fusions, because I was interested on having the fusion. A lot of people was talking about it. Gogeta was definitely good for masters, from what I was monitoring. But let's get to it. For black, you have Gogeta, 15k swing on the front. Draw when attacking, and awaken standard is 4. On the awakened side, you have 20k swing, draw when you attack, and then once per turn, tap one energy. And if you don't have an energy marker, you place one energy marker. Okay, so that's definitely good because you have a lot of cards right now that needs an energy marker in order to use the effect. The only thing that you will have to tap one once per turn in order to use this effect. The good thing about it is that um, it's once per turn, but it's on main. It's not on battle, so you will have to use this accordingly. Um, to sacrifice a regular energy to restand one energy market is kind of good, because I do find myself in situations that the SS4 Goku is already out of the play. The SS the Sun Goku GT, the three course is not, it's not coming out accordingly where it's supposed to. A lot of people's not using the Kakarot. Um, those are the only three cards that actually gives you energy markers. And then Dr. Miyu, I hardly thought anybody's gonna use Dr. Miyu. It's not really a good card right now for the meta that we in. But for it to give you energy marker, tapping one of your regulars to give you energy marker definitely helps out a lot. So depending on the support that we're getting, this might be one of the strongest leaders that we're gonna have. Even though it's gonna be kind of hard to surpass Baby, because Baby's broken right now. Unless the Baby gets hit with a ban list for Trunks, the Baby I feel like it's still gonna be number one. And I'm still waiting for Bardock to get support. Bardock is my favorite leader, because when I started Fusion World, I was always rocking with yellow. Then when Black came out with Bardock, I just went to Bardock, and then from there I just stood to Black, and Black just been my favorite deck. I mean, favorite color, because it balances everything. It has the potential to mimic every other color, from the tapping, from the drawing, from the discarding, um, from the resting. Just so much is going on when it comes to black, but I definitely like it. So I definitely see this leader is gonna be kind of cool to play with. But depending on what we are getting for support for this leader, um, this might be one of the top black decks that we're gonna be looking at. Next up, uh, so we spoke about red, blue, green, and black. Last but not least, Chanimba. Oh, Chanimba for yellow. 15k attack. Just swing when you draw one card when you swing. Standard, you awaken at 4. On the awakened side is a 20k swing when attacking. Switch up to 2 cards. Wait, switch up to 2 of your energies to active mode. Okay. Then once per turn, tap 2, draw 1 card. Then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. Okay, so in order to draw a card, you have to tap 2. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. You could tell that Janemba is gonna be the aggro version of Yellow. Um, it's like the opposite of the Yellow Vegeta. It's not the way. How can I say this? I don't see this deck being more compatible to the Majin Buu that we have now. Like the Majin Buu with the support that it came out with, it was, it was good, but I'm not sure how I feel about this Janemba card because to draw a card you have to tap two. What if you don't have the two? You have that means you have to swing with your leader first and avoid getting your battle cards on the field rested or bounce back or or whatever the case may be. Switch up to two of your energies to active mode. Okay, you swing to restand two, then you're gonna take the same two to draw one, then rest one of your opponent's battle cards. That sounds situational, honestly. That definitely sounds situational because if you want to rest something as soon as possible on the field, then what's the whole purpose of this? Not, I don't see it. I don't see the Janemba being like broken or being strong because I'm trying to understand what they're trying to do with this leader. So he's awake and you're tapping basically two energies or whatever, doing what you got to do with your battle cards first. Then you attack with your leader to switch two energies up, right? You don't draw on that. You just do 20, right? Then you tap the two to draw a card, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards in the field. I don't know how I feel about this. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about this. It's I'm trying to picture it in my head how this is could be strong in some cases. But like I said, everything looks good on on paper, on picture. We just gotta see what the support is and see everybody testing it out. If anybody's interested or testing, this leader out with the cards that we have now, you guys could go to Untap. It's an app that you can use on your computer and on your phone. You can play on your phone as well. They most likely have these new leaks that came out today or last night that this came out, and it'll be on by later on today or tomorrow. Just build the decks and try to test out with your friends or somebody that's online and see how this leader works. That's how I personally do it. That I've been doing it lately. Before the set comes out, I go to Untap, build a deck with the new cards, with the cards that we already have out now, see how it functions, and then when the set comes out, you would know what cards do you want to have in your deck, what needs to get removed, and etc. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Janemba. Out of all of them, I feel like Daima Goku for red is the most interesting one because it does give you 10k combo boost for your Daima cards, and for what it looks like, the Daima cards that we are getting are kind of strong. Um, the I don't feel like any of the leaders that's coming out right now is broken. Like they're gonna wow everybody, like Baby did for set 4. I don't feel like it because all of them is situational to the point that Blue Vegeta you need 20 on your discard pile to swing for 40. Um, Sun Goku for green, you don't you have to discard at the end of the turn to just do God knows what exactly, and then you're not drawing off of your swing, which is bad. Gogeta, um, to give you an energy marker, yeah, granted, is good. I feel like that could be situational as well, depending on the cards that we're getting. Because all the cards that we have right now that uses energy markers are the pans, the para, so basically locking and bouncing stuff off the board. What else? What else uses the energy marker? Honestly, right now, those are the only two top staple cards that you would actually use that effect for, which is the pen. The pen will swing, use the energy marker. You bounce something back to your opponent's hand and you draw. That'll be, and then the power will lock something on the board if you're missing an energy marker. Then yeah, that definitely be good as well. And then the Janemba It's a situational thing. We're gonna have to see what comes for yellow with this leader, but it's basically what yellow Vegeta does. But yellow Vegeta is more effective because at the end of the turn you restand them. This is when they're attacking with Janemba that you have to restand two, and then rest the two that you just restanded just to draw a card. Forget about you resting a body on the board. It's just the whole resting a card because you have to summon something first to burn the energies, right? Then to swing with your number first, to you to restand the energies. Then with the battle card that you have on board, it is basically to rest and then you swing with your battle card while drawing for a card. So basically, your battle card is was drawing a card for you. It's not the Janemba. So, uh, yes and no. I don't. I'm not a big fan of this one either. Next up would be, let's see, the Booster Pack New Adventures. The three special reprinted alternate art cards that's coming out for set 5 is the 2-drop Android 18 on play. It's a searcher card for an Android 17 from your deck from the top 5. And then we have, you know, everybody's favorite Vidal for blue, because I feel like every deck is playing this Vidal, so everybody's gonna be looking for this Vidal. So it's the one attacking, um, bring back. I think it's a 3 or less, right? It's a 3 or less back to your hand. But it has to be an Earthling. And then you have the pan that I was just talking about. I'm definitely gonna try to get myself a set of these because that artwork looks beautiful for all of them. They look fire. I'm not gonna lie. So these are the 3 reprints. I'm liking that Fusion World. Is definitely giving, the old sets extra alternate art cards for when the new set comes out because it's kind of cool. That's how they grasp people's pockets basically. They're not gonna be expensive, but they're gonna be in the 15 to 20 mark after release. Because right now, if you try to get these cards on release, these cards are broken. They're gonna be on some $40 to $50. I'm telling you, people's gonna be inflating the prices to these cards. And then for set 5, they did a collaboration with Dokkan Battle. I don't know if you guys know about Dokkan Battle, the app game on your phone. So these are the Dokkan Battle cards that's collaboration with Fusion World. They all great arts. I'm liking them so far. I was looking at the Bardock Field card, which is the last one, number 10, a Lonesome Final Battle. It looks way better than what you get in the regionals. Um, we getting another SS4 Goku, which is the fourth card art for this card. Like I feel like this is the best card Black has because if you're coming out with 4 versions of this card, that goes crazy. Um, you have the 2-drop Goku. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that because for some odd reason this picture is kind of blurry, so I won't be able to see it as much. Let's see, maybe I could probably pop it up on Twitch. Let's see, or X, however you guys want to call it. Let's see if I can get a better picture than this. Well, let's see. Nope, still the same. It's still kind of blurry, but these are definitely the cards that we're getting. Metacooler, I don't know why they came out with a Metacooler, unless they're gonna come out with Metacooler sooner or later on one of the sets. Okay, they got Metacooler, they got Bio Brawly for yellow, and they still haven't come out with it. But I feel like we're gonna see what we get out of it. They have the two drop Majin Buu. They have the Piccolo, I mean the Sun Gohan Future, the 5 course. Definitely, this card art is fire. I'm not gonna lie, this one right here is fire. I'm definitely building a Green Vegeta deck because I feel like that's a fun deck to play with. Definitely want to try to get this for that deck. The Trunks Future, the Bounce Back um, Trunks 2 drop 30k swing. Hardly doubt anybody uses this card unless they're using the Trunks leader. The Sun Go Hidden. I think this is the Glimpse. There's gotta be Glimpse. Yeah, this is Glimpse. The alternate art for Glimpse. Um, this Vegeta 3 cost 20k swing. I don't feel like people is using this card. The Zamasu or Zamasu, however you want to say it. This is the one that KOs. If you KO this Zamasu, it comes back in rest mode. Um, and then every time it swings, you draw a card. And if then this is on play, if I'm not mistaken, this is the. All right, hold on. If this is add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Okay, I thought this was the ramp one, the ramp android, the one that you ramp this card. I think 2 to bring back 3. No, but this is the android itself, Android 17, the self awakener one. So yeah, so that means most likely we still in the verse that card might be getting limited. There is a lot of cards that it's coming out for that's going into set 5 that might be banned, might be limited. I did speak about that in one of my videos. If you guys want to watch that video, you guys can go on my YouTube page and look at all those previous videos that I have. But if you guys don't know my list on what I feel like is gonna get banned, I feel like the Android 1718, the one that ramps, might get banned or limited. You have the Trunks, the Black Trunks GT will get banned or limited. The Peel Off might get banned or limited. And the Brawly might get banned or limited. Right now, those are the 4 cards that's kind of like broken into set 4, going into set 5. And depending on how set 5 is looking, they might be limiting those cards. But these are the collaboration of Dokkan Battle. It's kind of cool that they actually do it with Dokkan Battle. Hopefully in the future we get to see more collaborations. Um, Maybe with Legends as well. Um, Even Sparkling Zero will be fire too. So for next, let's talk about the cards that came out as a leaks. First one would be Bio Brawly. When attack, it's a 3 cost, 20k swing, 10k combo. When attacking, if you have 2 or more active mode energies, draw 1 card. I don't know how I feel about that. You have so many other options that you can actually play with than this card because to draw a card off of this and it's situational. It has this, I don't know. Trying to figure out why would they do a card like this. Maybe it's gonna be good when Bio Brawly come out as a leader, but I don't feel like this card is definitely good right now. I don't see this card being played in any other deck right now. Because you have so many cards that gets you to draw cards, and at 3 costs, you got a lot of 3 costs that does way better, has a way better effect than this. This is one of them. Next up will be, hold on. Uh, Next card would be the Boma GT. On play, add up to 1 card from your life, and on activate on main, switch this card in a battle area to rest mode and draw a card. So you get to rest this card, and if you use this for baby, you can still use it as a combo, even if it's rested. If your leader is awakened, so getting getting this as a support and another Self Awakener, soon to be that, what you call it, baby's gonna have a full blown, just straight and brainwash and what is it? Brain. What was the other one? Well, I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm definitely having a brain fart. It's brainwash and the meta. What's the other archetype that they have for this deck? Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. To have a full blown of deck just to support the baby leader is definitely good, especially with this card coming out. He has a 2 cost, but it's a Self Awakener, which baby don't have. Baby only has one Self Awakener. No, 2 Self Awakeners. They have Rildo, and then they have the Bulla. So that's 8 cards already in your deck, and then adding this to your deck, and it's a 10k combo. Yo, babe, I'm not gonna lie, baby's getting a lot of 10k combos. That's a deck that's gonna be a problem going into set 5. Definitely gonna be a problem because he has so much 10k combos that whoever's playing against baby, get ready because you're gonna see straight 30k plus swings, and you have to combo out of that. Oh, good luck to you about with that. And that's on offense. On defense, you're gonna have to just wipe the board first before wiping your opponent, before attacking your opponent directly, because he's gonna be using anything that's on the board that's supported by the leader effect, and he's gonna use it in the combo. Yeah. Next up will be Go Tanks for blue. 2 cost, 15k swing, 10k combo, permanent. On your turn, if you have 10 or more cards in your drop, this card in a battle area gets 10,000 power, and on play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So it's optional to Self Awaken, and then you gotta have 10 cards in your discard pile. So I already see that this card will be supporting the Gohan that we have now, because some of the Gohan cards that we have now, you know, you have to have a certain amount of cards in your discard pile in order to use the effects. And this would definitely go good with the Vegito that we're about to get as well, because the Vegito leader effect, you need to have 20 in the discard pile in order to swing for 40. While you have those 20, you could definitely use this card and use this effect to start swinging for 25. But it's only on your turn, so if it was permanent to be on both ends, that would have been crazy. But I understand why they did it only for your turn. So I can definitely see this card being used in the Gohan deck and in the Vegito deck. The next blue card would be Vegeta. 2 cost, 10k attack, 10k combo. On play, add up to 1 blue card with a cost of 3 from your drop to your hand. Okay, I don't know if you guys just heard what I just said, which I find it kind of iffy. And this is basically like uh, how can I say this? The wording to this is basically them leaking dual colors for the future, because this is the first card to say add up to 1 blue card. It doesn't say 1 card, just card in general, because we have a lot of cards that does tell you to you could bring back a card that's that's non GT Hercule, non Trunks, on stuff like that. It says battle card, but it has to be like, it don't say like battle card. Like we have some that says battle card, but we have some that says just card, but at a cost of 3 or less. This one is specifying it has to be a blue with the cost of 3 from your drop to your hand. That means dual colors is coming soon. Um, might be for set 6 that will be having dual colors, because there's no way you guys just printed that just to think nobody's gonna notice that. So get ready for that. I definitely see that happening. Yeah, I definitely see that happening. That dual colors will be coming for set 6 or set 7, however they want to keep pushing stuff back. Um, then activate on battle, switch this card in a battle area to rest mode. If you have 20 or more cards in your drop, your Son Goku with the cost of 3. that's in a battle gets 30,000 power for the turn. Alright, I see where this card can be used for the Vegito deck because it's a 20 or more. Probably could use it for Gohan maybe. But it's just specifying the Son Goku is just kind of confusing to me. Because it's a Son Goku and it has to be a cost of 3. So now we have to go look back at what all the cards that we got right now that are 3 cost Gokus to see if they even worth playing this card because you're specifying too much to the point that I hope these 3 costs that you got are even worth playing in the deck. Or hopefully we are gonna get 3 cost Gokus for this next set that's coming out because this is too much going on with this card for it to be a 10k swinger with a 2 cost. Granted, it's a 10k combo. You have so many 10k combos in blue in general that you could put that actually their effect will help you more than what you're looking at right now. So I don't find this being a good card as of right now, unless we see the rest of the cards that's coming out for set 5. Next up, Pansy Daima. It's a 2 cost, 20k swing, 0 combo. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Okay, it's a Self Awakener for Daima, and it's a 20k swing. Remember, if your leader's already awakened, that means it's a 2-drop 30k swing. So remember that. I'm telling you, I feel like that new Daima Goku that's coming out is gonna be a problem because you're gonna be looking at a lot of 30k swings, even though it's once per turn that you're gonna be seeing it, but still 30k swings is a lot. That's a super combo or 2 cards out of your opponent's hand just to protect. And when KO'd, if your leader's a Daima and it's card name, you draw 2 cards. That's if this get KO'd. Oh, damn, that's kind of rough. That is kind of rough. Blue could bounce it back. Red on a mirror match just neg it to 0, but it's a 20k swing, so you're gonna have to neg it twice. Black could bounce it back. Green could push it to your energy. Yellow. This card versus yellow is a problem because yellow has no choice but to KO it unless you're gonna rest it. You're gonna lock it. Yeah, I guess you can lock it. Yeah, this card is gonna be a problem because once it gets KO, you drawing 2 cards. That's gonna be a problem. Definitely a problem. I just like that it's locked into the leader, Daima, because imagine this wasn't locked in. Imagine using this in a UI deck. UI doesn't draw on swing, but if this card is KO, you just draw 2 cards. So just imagine on that. That's crazy. Or imagine a Jiren. The Jiren you don't draw on swing. Imagine having this getting KO. That's drawing 2 cards because this don't matter. It's a 0 combo. So this get KO, you ain't losing anything. You're gaining 2 cards for the price of nothing. This is nothing. This is a 2-drop 20k swing. So this is gonna be a problem for yellow, for sure. Black has the gorilla that they could use as a combo, so it's not a KO, or they could just bounce it back or lock it, however you want to prefer. Then you have green with the Nappa. This Nappa and the 8-cost cell puts it in your energy. Besides that, this card will still be swinging at 30 if your leaders awaken. Mirror matches, this could most likely get negged to 0. It all depends on the cards that you're using. And blue could just bounce this card back, but if you bounce this card back, it's only a 2 cost. They're gonna continue summoning 2 costs and just continue swinging. So you gotta think about that as well. Yeah, it's a 0 combo, but I don't think the Diamond deck, if they come out with the right support, I don't think Diamond deck is gonna have that much 0 combos in their deck anyways. So I could definitely see how this card is gonna be a problem for when set 5 comes out. And if you guys want to test it out, like I said, you could go to Untap, build your deck, and see from there. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, untap, just hit me up in the comments below, and I could definitely show you guys once I'm done showing you guys the leaks of what came out, and then how to show you how the breakdown and everything else, how the untap app works. Next card would be for green, Dr. Brief's spaceship. It's a one cost. Activate on main. If your leader is a Son Goku and your life is at 2 or less, you could draw 2 cards. Um, it's leader lock, so it's definitely good. Okay, so this is definitely good for that Goku because Goku already can't draw. It can't draw for the fact that once you awaken, you're just swinging for 30. Granted, that's the Android 17 for green. You're swinging for 30. Um, no if buts or ands. Android 17 swings for 30 if they have six or more energies. This could go awaken as soon as possible if you want to, but you're gonna try to avoid it as well because, like I said, you're only summoning, you're awakening, and then you're not drawing, so you're gonna have to run 4 of these in your deck. It's a one cost, so it's not that bad. Um, but at the same time, you have to be at 2 or less. You awaken at 3, right? That's the green leader, yeah. So you awaken at 3. So you're kind of, yeah. You could run this at 4. Run these at 4, and then these could get you two cards extras into your hand. Just gotta avoid how many zero combos you have in your deck because that's another thing that you wanna avoid as well. The zero combos. Um, trying to see what other I don't know. This card is definitely gonna have some issues because I know a lot of people who's gonna have to waste slots just to get this card and just have a hand size because green really is a slow color because it focuses on ramping a lot. So to have this in your deck is gonna be crucial. You know, make sure that every other card in your deck makes is actually giving you a big impact when it comes down to these leaders effect. I don't really feel like this card is gonna be much of an impact for Goku. He's gonna need way more support compared to what Vegeta from Set 4 is looking like. Next card will be for yellow. Dazzling Onslaught. Activate on battle. Your cards that are in battle gets 25,000 power for the battle. Then switch up to one of your energies to active mode. Okay, so this is what I was talking about when it came to Janemba. Um, so Janemba is going. All right, so I already see what Janemba is looking like. Janemba is gonna be that leader that manipulates their energies. So basically, you're gonna be tapping to draw, then restanding, right? You're gonna swing to restand, then use this, then restand again, then use something else to restand. So you're gonna basically recycle your energies into one turn. So it doesn't really matter how many energies you have because you're gonna continue restanding them um, as much as possible depending on the cards that you're getting. So I definitely see where this card is definitely coming from. Let me go back to the Bio Brawly. The Bio Brawly, let me see something. Hold on. I want to see the effect of this card. Can't even see it. Let me see. Because I'm curious what that Bio Brawly does. Let me scroll back up to the Bio Brawly. Let me see something. I want to read that card. Now, since we looking at this Bio Brawly, because for some odd reason this card is blurry. So, when swinging, if you have 2 or more active mode energy, draw a card. Um, I could definitely see this card being used in the Janemba because if you use the Janemba first, right? Hmm, I'm trying to. Let me open this up again. So if you tapped, let's just say if you have 3, right? 3 energies, You use this with your leader. That would be 45. I'm trying to see. You see, this is why it's hard to like have all the cards spaced out because you have to actually see it on hand how these cards gonna work. But I think I see Bio Brawly being used in the Janemba deck just because you get to use the effect of the standing. I won't use more than two of the Bio Brawlies in this deck. It all depends on how the deck is built. Because if the deck is gonna be manipulating your energies, then I could definitely see how this Bio Brawly card can actually swing to draw um an extra card. Because if you draw the card, then you use a Janemba effect, right? So let's say you have Bio Brawly on the board. You have the two that's restanding. I mean standing. Swing 30. You get to draw a card. Activate this to put it at 45 swing, then to restand one card. Maybe you have another energy up already that you swing with your leader, right? The leader restands two more, that puts you at 4. Then you tap 2 to draw and rest the body on the board. Then you have 2 energies left. Either you can use it on that turn or you can not, or you just save it for the defensive mechanism. I Yeah, I could definitely see it. This definitely dazzling onslaught. I could definitely see it in the Vegeta deck as well, because this is a problem. This is You're using 2 energies then to restand one. It's crazy because you can use this, then you can use um time rewound. You can definitely use the one cost freezer, the one that gives you 15k attack, and then rest a 3 drop off the board. Or you could use the gold tanks card that we have now. That's tap 1, and yeah, I think you get 25k boost, stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, Janemba and right now they just coming out with cards that support Vegeta. Low-key supports Vegeta as well. So don't be surprised Vegeta being a problem for set 5 going into set 5. That's what I like about some of these cards when they do come out. They're versatile and they can actually be staples for other decks as well. So those are the leaks that we have for the week. So if we're gonna go back to the rest of the leaks, if you guys wanna look at them, remember the one cost Pansy, 15k swing, 5k combo on your turn if your leader's awakened. This gets 5,000. So just imagine having 4 of these. You're going 20k swing one cost at your opponent. That goes crazy. Then you have the 4 cost 25k swing on play if your leader's awakened. Your opponent's leader goes down to -5. So now if that leader's at 20, now it's at 15. So now you have all these pansies at 20k swing. They're gonna have to use 10k combos. Then you have this guy that's swinging for 25, right? Um, they're gonna have to use a super combo. But then at the same time, if your leader is a dimer, you can switch this to active mode again. You can use the leader effect to put this at 35. Yo, I'm telling you right now, dimer, the red dimer that's coming out is gonna be a problem because of this card right here. This is definitely gonna be a 4 of, but it's gonna be a problem because putting your opponent down to 15 on Awaken, that is a huge problem. Then the next card for red would be this. Choose up to one of the battle cards with 15,000 power on your opponent's battle area and KO it. And I don't really see this card being played, honestly. Um, but if you want it for like 10k combo, you probably play 1 or 2 of this because the leader gives you 10k, so you can put this at 20k swings, and on play you get to KO something off the board. It could be a blocker, it could be a 1 cost, um, or yeah, it could be a 1 cost. So it just depends what your opponent has on the board. This is for yellow. This is definitely relevant. I don't see this card being used for set 5 because this for Bio Brawly. Bio Brawly did not come out for this set, so this card is like one of the deck cards that's coming out for set 5. Um, this card, the one drop Hercule 5k tag 5k combo on play. Place the top 2 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. Then if you have 10 or more cards in your drop, then draw 2 cards. So this card definitely is going to be the card that, you know, is going to push you for Vegito to get to 20k swing, 40k swingers, as soon as possible. Um, the next one will be unlockability. It's a 5 cost. Choose up to one of the battle cards in your battle area, and it gets 15,000 power for the turn. Then if your life is at 1, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your life. So definitely is gonna be for Goku itself. You can definitely use this for Goku. You can definitely use this for the Vegeta that we have now. But this is built for Goku itself because going down to 1 and putting you back to 3 will be kind of good. But then at the same time, like really a 5 goes crazy. And I'm not gonna be surprised. This definitely, even though this is gonna help and hurt this leader, and but I feel like Piccolo could use this as well because the Piccolo effect that you have, which is a 6 drop, you could use a 5 course or you could use a 5 course or less for free. You could definitely use this if you're 1, put you back up to 3. You could do this as well, but I don't see any deck using this more than 1 copy because this is too much. At 5 course, I feel like it's too much. End game, you're more focused on trying to whiteboard or try to end the game itself. To put yourself back at 3, yeah, but you could probably be building a board to end your opponent than to to give you 2 lives again. Because if 2 lives put you at 3, using 5, and depending on what your leader has, what your opponent has on the board, it's not gonna make no, it's not gonna have no value when it comes down to those 35k swings or 40k swings, um, or 45 or 50k, depending on how much of a boost, to put you down to 2, and they summon a double strike, and a double strike, it's already ready to get locked in. So I don't really feel like this card is going to be used as much. Um, then we have the 3 cost Goku, 20k swing, 10k combo, permanent on your turn. If your life is at 2 or less, this card in a battle gets 15,000 power. Yeah, you put it at 35. Granted, um, that's more realistic to be at 2. I wish this wasn't Planet Namek. I wish it was just straight Saiyan because then the Vegeta could use this as well. But since it has Planet Namek, his effect is not gonna work. And then there's a Self Awakener as well. You could probably still use it, I'm not gonna lie. Because once you go down to 2, that effect could go up to 35. You're swinging 35k swing on a 3 cost. That's not bad. Um, it's just using the effect of your leader to summon it for 1 cost. It would have been broken. Summon a 1 cost for 35k swing, that would have been nice, but it's not. But I could definitely see myself adding this card into the Vegeta deck because right now Vegeta needs a little bit more of a boost when it comes to like battle cards on the field and stuff like that. Especially 10k combo actually helps as well. The next card will be a 2 cost, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play is a Trunks Youth. If you remove an energy marker to use this card, play up to 1 skillless Sun Goten with a cost of 2 from your hand. So it looks like we're gonna have vanillas. Maybe Gogeta is gonna be that deck that's gonna be playing vanillas. Who knows? Because this card could definitely be a problem. Because just imagine you using the 4 cost. I'm the 4 cost Vegeta. I mean the greeting. summon the 4 cards. Then you summon this, right? Because the 2 cards. Once you summon this, you can and if you remove the energy marker to use this card, yeah, never mind. I didn't read the first effect, but imagine you could have done that, right? If it didn't have the energy marker part, you could have used the grade 8 to summon this, then this to summon the Goten. That's 3 bodies on board, and it doesn't even say. It only says 1 skill list. With the cost of 2, that means that it's gonna be a 20k swing. So you have a 30k swing, 20k swing, and a 20k swing, all for 4 calls. Only 4 energies just to summon those, just to have those 3 bodies. But it's energy marker locked, so you will have to burn the energy marker just to use this. But I could definitely see how this card could be good for the um to summon, because now it has its own support. So you have the 4 cards that you can use for the Gogeta to summon 2 drops and have 2 bodies on board to swing. But then at the same time, on turn 2, right? On turn 2, if you have an energy marker, tap this. Tap the energy marker and a regular to summon this. It gives you to special summon another 20k on the board. Then use the leader effect to get your energy marker back. Um, and then you can just swing from there. So yeah, maybe at 3. If you have 3 energies, you can actually do this. 3 energies, you can summon. That's 2 bodies off of 3 energies, because you need 1 regular energy to tap the Gogeta leader's effect to get an energy marker back. And then the energy marker, you could definitely just use the power to lock something off the board or something else. So I definitely could see how this is gonna be played in the Gogeta deck. Another card for Daima, red, 1 cost, 5 of the Pansy, 5k attack, 10k combo, choose up to one of your leaders and up to one of your battle cards, both with Daima, and their battle card name in your battle card names, and your battle and it gets 5,000 power for the turn. Um, you could definitely do that for this. You could use the wait, choose up to one of your leaders or up to one of your battle cards. Yeah. So the smart move to do this with the new Diamond leader that's coming out, summon this 1 cost. Then it goes up to 10k. Then use the leader effect to put it at 20k. So now you have this card and that other Pansy card that could swing at 20. With this 20, you could really flood the board end game on 1 cost. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This is a problem. If you're not going against Jiren, Zamasu, or Brawley, all these 1 cost 20k swingers is gonna be a problem. I'm telling you right now, all these 20k swingers is gonna be a problem, because the next card that I'm about to read is why I say the new Diamond deck is gonna be built on crazy power. So this is mini body. It chooses all your battle cards in your battle area, in your opponent's battle area, and it gets minus 5,000 power. So right now you're manipulating everybody on the board, 5k less. So you're gonna swing 20k swing, and they probably have 20k swingers on the board going down to 20 to 15, or they have 25k swingers on the board. They're going down to 20, and all you gotta do is just swing at them. You don't even have to burn anything out your hand. Just keep swinging. Let your opponent burn cards out their hand, and then depending on what you got on your hand, you could probably just start negging stuff off the board, popping off the board, removing them. So yeah, these cards are definitely gonna be a problem building a new leader. Aside from what it looks like, the best leader for next set will be that Super Saiyan Diamond Goku. Um, because of all the support that we have for it. Next card, you have Vehicle for black, 3 cost, 20k swing, 10k combo. This is definitely for your Gogeta support as well. It's a blocker. At the end of the turn, if you have an energy marker, switch this card in battle to active mode. So that's definitely where your leader Gogeta comes in the hand, because you can swing with this 20, swing 20, whatever you gotta do on offense. Then at the end of before the end of the turn, You activate your leader effect to tap one regular energy to restart to get an energy marker. Then you can use the energy marker. You're not even use the energy marker. You just gotta have to have the energy marker on the board in order to use this effect. So you have this to get restarted, and now you have a block on the board, and which is a 3 cost as well. So I can see this being a good card as well for black. Um, the next card, if I'm not mistaken, I think that should be it. Let me see. Just trying to make sure that I showed you guys. Because right now I'm only want to talk about all the cards that has, you know, the content into the cards. Because there's a few cards that came out that they're not in English yet, but they was already leaked. It was already leaked for the next set. So like you have these cards. We have a 4 drop Frieza 30k swing, which gonna be would most likely be support for most yellow decks, especially Cooler. Everybody keeps talking about Cooler with this deck. I with this card. I don't know what this card does that everybody thinks this is gonna be supporting Cooler. Yes, Grant is a freeze the clan, so he could get restand by Cooler's effect. But depending on what this card does, everybody thinks this is gonna be a card that's gonna be, helping Cooler to get climb back up on the tier list. So I'm not sure about it. Then you have the 7 cost Goku 45k swing. This is definitely gonna be support for the new Goku leader, where hopefully it gives it draw power, because that's what this leader is gonna have a problem with, is the draw power. Uh, let's see if there's any other. Just want to make sure that I, tapped into all the new cards that we were supposed to. So let's see the. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or if you guys feel like there's any other cards that came out that as I that I did not speak about, you guys can definitely let me know in the comments. Trying to see if I have any other cards that I need to speak of. Let's see. We have yeah, I'm not yeah, I don't want to really talk about the Japanese cards that is coming out. I'd rather just wait until, you know, we have a full English version, because a lot of people will try to tell you what the card does, but then when the card does come out, a lot of people is not it's not matching to what a lot of people has been leaking when it comes to those cards. So yeah, those are all the cards that we have for set 5 for the leaks. So if you guys, you know, are interested in what's coming in for set 5, if you guys are new to the game, I suggest you guys get ready, start saving up your money to get this set going. Especially on the client, if you guys want to get the client is free, but it's in-game purchase as well. But when I get my case, I'm definitely gonna get a case. I will be doing codes giveaway, and if you guys subscribe to my channel, I'm definitely gonna be giving my subscribers codes as well. Um, Definitely gonna be an interesting set, if I'm not mistaken. But we still got a couple of more weeks to go. You have the whole January you gotta think about. We still in December, finishing up December, and then we got mid of Sep. So you basically say 2 months or less than 2 months. We got like about 6.5 weeks left before set 5. We gotta worry about set 5. Right now, we talking about set. We gotta worry about set 4. Set 4 is kind of like a little bit dead. A lot of people's not talking about set 4. There's been a lot of tier lists going on with everything that's going on in the client. People are doing tier lists based on the client, not regionals, because there's no regionals going on. There's no ultimate battles going on. Everything is coming out for next month. So it's for like the month of December. It's been kind of ice cold when it comes out to set 4, and set 4 is definitely good. I'm not gonna lie. Set 4 right now, if you guys are not playing, don't know what to play right now is the best time to be playing. Every leader you want to play. Right now, we'll try to test out the Green Vegeta to see how it works. I'm still dealing with Bardock. I like to play Baby. I'm trying to see if test out the Majin Buu as well. Majin Buu Evil. Um, Test out Cooler. Cooler. I like Cooler. Cooler is cool. Um, I do definitely feel like this is the time for everybody to be um what you call it, having another brain fart. Apologize. This is the best time for you guys to be testing out decks, old decks, new decks. If you guys want to test out the new cards, you can use the Untap app. Is UNTAP. Just type that in the Google search and it does pop up. It's free. Um, you can definitely play against anybody that's online because a few people is always online looking for opponents. You could definitely spectate matches as well. Um, you could do that as well. You could either that or if you got a PC and you have tabletop, because if you don't want to download on tap, I get it. But if you have the tabletop simulator on your PC, you could definitely go on the tabletop simulator and try to build your deck there. You could test out those cards there as well. It's more um, the structure of tabletop is way better than untap. Untap is not like really organized. It's more manual than auto. Tabletop simulator actually has everything on auto for you. You don't really have to do much. It does the mulligan for you and everything else. There's a button for it. Now untap has everything on manual. You have to search on what you want to do. Um, Doing your life, putting up to A. Like there's a lot going on, but you can still get to play. So those are your two versions of play styles that you can actually do in order to play with the new set. But right now, I suggest you guys not to worry about the new set. Um, Focus on the set 4 right now because you do have a lot of leaders right now that is actually competitive from the from set 1 all the way to set 4. Like the blue Vegeta that came out for set 1 is still strong. Jiren is from set 2. You have the Zamasu from set 2 as well, that's strong. Well, Zamasu came out for set 3. I think Zamasu came out for set 3, or Jiren came out for set 3. I forgot what leader came out for set 3, but I know for sure they both didn't come out for set 3 because both of those are 25k swingers on Awaken. So I know it was one of each. Because Broly was for set 5, for set 1. Then one or the other was for set 2. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jiren came out for set 3. If I'm not mistaken, I think it did. Came out for set 3 and Zamasu was set 4. Um, yeah, because we have so many leaders. We have, if I'm not mistaken, each color has 6 leaders except black. Black has, no, blue has 7 leaders. Red has 6. Yellow has 6. Green has 6. And black has 3. Um, so yeah, those are the ratios right now when it comes to leaders. So if you guys are looking into like playing, if you guys are new to the game, if you guys need like some type of working, you guys can hit me up. Hit me on my inbox. Um, Follow me on IG. You can definitely follow me on IG. You can actually hit me up on, yeah, Zamasu was set 2. All right, so yeah, Zamasu was set 2, and then Jiren was set 3. Yeah, and then they just stopped doing 25k swings after that, because set 4 was Bardock, but Bardock was in 25k swing on defense. That's the only difference. So it looks like they're not gonna do another 25k defensive leader, because right now that's what they're doing is offense. Because 25k swing for Bardock for set four, and then for set five you have the Vegito that swings for 40, depending if he has 20 cards in his drop, and then you have the Son Goku for green that swings for 30. But no draw power on that. So I definitely could see they're gonna continue doing leaders that swings more than just 20. But for the defensive side, I don't feel like they're gonna come out. And if they do, it looks like the offensive side is not gonna be as strong. So there's gonna be like a defensive build deck, and your battle cards is gonna be what's gonna be the cards that's gonna be on the offensive side. So yeah, so you have a lot of leaders right now. Just focus on set four, guys. Set four is not hard to build certain decks. Like the baby is strong, but it's not hard to build it. The baby has two versions to build. You have the aggro version, which is the cheaper version. You could definitely get the cards. You could probably build that deck less than probably $50, if I'm not mistaken. You could definitely build that deck in less than $50. That's without alternate arts. Some alternates you guys have. If you don't care about the alternate art versions of the leader and everything else like that, you can definitely build the baby deck, and that's the top deck right now. One of the top decks right now. You can go aggro. If you want to go in control, that's where you're gonna be spending money, because that says for Goku, it's definitely money. Um, that's like about 30, 25 to $30 per card, and that's a card that you want to have in your deck. Um, Blue Vegeta definitely could build as well. Just get the. Uh, you could probably get the. I don't think you should get the starter deck. The only starter deck right now that could be good for you to compete will be the Bardock starter deck, and but you still need the SS4 Goku for it. Because if you go pure Bardock, you're not gonna go as far. Um, but the best deck to use will be the Daima Goku um, starter deck. You can definitely do that. You can actually do Jiren, like I said. You could do UI Goku, but the UI Goku, you have to be mindful that you need to know how to play that deck. That's not a deck that you could just build cards and you could build that deck and just add cards and just think that you got the best deck. You could go and the database, the Dragon Ball Fusion World database, and see everybody's deck profile and build the same deck that they have, but that's not how it works. UI Goku, you need to know how to play with that deck. That's not a deck to just build and just go to locals and think that you're gonna win. That's not that type of deck. Because that deck, you have to be mindful on. You lose draw power, you awaken at 3, and you have to be mindful how to use that leader effect and every other effect that you have in your deck in order to survive against any other leader. Because I've seen a lot of people on client make that mistake when it comes to UI, and they just one mistake could cost you the game. Same thing with baby. One mistake could cost you the game. Yes, you're using rest mode battle cards in the field to combo with, but small numbers is what you gotta swing with first, then start building on with your big bodies. Um, with the small number of cards that you have rested already, then to start swinging. Um, 30k swings enough. Another deck will be um, for blue. I would give Deadpool. Deadpool is a small body deck that consists of looking at the top of your deck. If it's Saiyan City, you get to um, use extra cards from your hand for free, or one less. That's a bounce cards off back to your deck. I mean, back to your opponent's hands or to your deck. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Then at the same time, he could go aggro. That with the new Videl card, the two new Videl cards that Saiyan City has. It's what made Deadpool so strong right now, and made it the most aggressive blue deck that you can actually find in all the sets combined. So definitely a good deck to play with. Um, you have the Gohan for blue. I feel like it still needs support, but I feel like that deck is still good to play with because for set five, most like you have cards that's coming out to support that deck as well that will actually put that blue Gohan and a little bit up in the tier list. So that's another card that another leader you could probably use as well. For black, it doesn't really matter who you use. Baby, as for Goku or Barak, they all three strong. They all three could push you deep into the rankings in client. If you go to locals, you could probably top with those decks as well. When it comes to yellow, yellow Majin Buu Evil right now is the best deck to use. But depending on what leaders you're playing against, because I feel like against red, it's still gonna have a problem because almost dropped my phone. Because the cheering factor, the six drop Goku factor, is definitely gonna be a problem because Majin Buu has a late game aggro. Once you summon the double strike, then you summon the double strike from the double strike to the three cost 30k swinger. If you want to go that route to just try to put the pressure on your opponent, or you could summon the three cost um, Majin Buu Evil to special summon the other three. No, to summon the Babidi. Then the Babidi gets you to summon another three cost Majin Buu Evil. Then you could pop that Babidi to discard two cards out of your opponent's hand if they six or more. So yeah, you could go whichever route. So Majin Buu is definitely the strongest. Secondary, I feel like the Vegeta is still strong. I don't feel like any deck is that defensive when it comes to build like protecting themselves because Vegeta basically gives you the chance to restand two energies at the end of your turn, and with those two energies you could just um use time reround for 20k swing, or you could use the death ball or death beam, whichever one it is. That's a one cost 15k boost and rest of three costs off the board, definitely as well. But I still feel like anybody goes aggro versus that deck is going to be a problem because then their opponent is going to have to focus on the battlefield instead of their opponent's life. So yeah, yellow, I feel like Majin Buu Evo and Vegeta are two good options to play, but you will be hitting roadblocks depending on what leader you'll be facing against. The other Majin Buu is definitely good as well because it's basically the Ginyu on on steroids because they have effects to rest cards on the board, to draw cards, to search cards, and etc. Um, for green, Android 17 hands down is still one of the strongest decks, and you could just go straight Android on that deck if you want to, and it's still going to be strong. Ramping wise, it's still going to be strong unless the ban list comes out. If we do have a ban list, so it gets limited, it doesn't really matter. Uh, Sun Gohan, Teen Gohan is definitely good as well. I don't feel like Piccolo is good. I don't feel like Broly is good. I don't feel like I'm like 50-50 with the green Vegeta. It's good because you can kind of like manipulate summoning two bodies per turn, two to three bodies per turn, depending on how many energies you have up. Um, but I still feel like it needs some type of protection to keep their bodies on the board. That's the only thing, or to at least pop. Yes, they have the two cost draw one card and then take one of your opponent's battle cards of four or less and put it into rest mode in their energy. But you're giving your opponent energy, extra energy, basically making them close enough to summon their big bodies. Compared to you, you don't have that many big bodies. You built your deck on three cost, which is the most 30k swings on the Nappa, and that's if you have a Vegeta on the board. So there's a lot going on with that Vegeta deck. I'm still gonna test it out because I definitely feel like that deck is gonna be good for green, but I feel like hands down, no leader in green is gonna surpass androids unless androids get hit with the ban list. That's how I feel. Um, Cell is definitely good as well. I don't feel like it's a expensive deck to play with, but if you don't have the right ramp, that deck will be will be in a tight spot if you're playing against a deck that's actually going aggro. That's the only thing. Because if they go aggro, you can summon, they could just continue swinging at you. And then if you feel like you're at 8 cores, you put the 8 core cell that bounces everything from the disc from their battle area to the energy. But if you don't end the game there, you basically gave them the potential to knock you off next turn. Because that cell is not a double strike. That cell is only a 145k swing, and then you basically just giving your opponent probably 4 to maybe 5 swings on their next turn if you don't finish them in there. So it's situational. So those are my options when it comes down to still playing set four. So right now, even if you're losing a lot right now on the client and locals, um, just try to play whatever leaders you want right now to see what decks you want to play with, because then towards the next month, Ultimate Battle comes out, and then you have regionals coming out. So if you guys want to attend, you could definitely attend it. And then at the same time, if you guys are really interested, I am working on how hosting my own tournament on the client. Um, Soon, maybe within a week or so before January comes around. So yeah, most likely next weekend I'll probably host my own tournament. It's not gonna be like I'm not gonna be charged. It's gonna be free of charge, but I will only host certain slots because of the codes that I will be giving out. I don't want to change the amount of codes. So like, let's just say if champion, the champion gets 50 codes, and well, 50 to 60 codes. That's in a mixture of set 3 and set 4 codes, and then um, second and third place will get probably like 20 to 15 codes, mix of set 3 and set 4 codes as well. So those are my um, options right now on top three of what the prizes will be, but it's gonna be for client. And if that goes well, I'll definitely do webcam as well for people to actually play like on locals and stuff like that. Because a lot of people have not the same cards in locals than what they have on client. Because for some odd reason, getting cards on client, especially the SCRs, are so hard to come by. Um, and it's not like you just could specify just buying that one card that you need. You have to like convert SCRs that you have into getting that card itself. So will be working on that. Just stay tuned on that. I will be posting on my stories when I will be hosting that tournament. It's gonna be free of charge. Slots will be limited. So if you guys are definitely want to attend, make sure that you lock in on that. And let's just say it does say, let's just say if I'm doing a 8-man tournament, um, and then last minute, 8-man tournament, that don't mean that you cannot just be added on to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So like, you'll probably be on standby because God forbid anything happens that the day of the tournament somebody drops, or sometime within the week going into the tournament somebody drops, or if I have too many people on standby, um, don't be surprised that I add those extra people that's on standby into the tournament. It's just gonna have to be a even number because I don't want to have people getting wins because of um, uneven number. I don't want to deal with that. I want everybody for every round get the chance to play against somebody. So like that, everybody gets to work in, and the you know it will be up on on what you call it on stream as well. So like that, people could get to watch the matches. So if you guys have any questions, you guys could definitely hit me up on the side. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, just follow me on the Discord. It's the same name as my IG. It's the same name as my Twitch, and it's the same name as my YouTube. It's the last snow. Just hit me up there, and I'll send you all the info that you need to know on future tournaments that I will be hosting. Or if you want to ask away about the subscription as well, you can hit me up there on codes, giveaways. If you want codes on the side as well, just hit me up. I got no problem on answering. Um, Depending on the time, if you guys don't hear from me, um, just be patient and just wait until I actually respond back. So, like I said, just hit me up. Everything is the same name. I wasn't making it complicated for anybody when it came down to, try to search me on any other platforms. Is the last snow. Hit me up on inbox. Twitch, hit me up on the Whisper. On IG inbox. YouTube, I guess, hit me up on the Discord. Wherever you feel more comfortable hitting me at. Um, just hit me up if you have any questions. And if you want to catch some games, get some work in, um, just hit me up as well on that as well. If you guys need codes, just hit me up on the side. Appreciate everybody that tuned into my channel. Um, like I said at the beginning of my stream, I kind of like jammed my fingers trying to carry some packages up to my house. So I'm definitely trying to ice my hand now. I won't be like trying to get on the grind on stream today. I will most likely get on tomorrow. Probably do a small stream, nothing crazy. Um, but I tried to like handheld the controller and it wasn't working and streaming. I do got a couple of things to work on today before I gotta get ready to go to work. I'm doing a double, so appreciate everybody that tuned into my channel. I know I feel like I'm kind of down. It's just I got a lot of stuff going on. I just wanted to get this out the way with everything that's going on with Set 5. Um, Talking about my tournament that I will be hosting most likely in less than 2 weeks. So if you guys are interested, just hit me up. But if you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button. Subscribe to my channel. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. If not sure if I'm gonna get on tomorrow, if I do get on tomorrow, it's gonna be like a short stream, like a 2-hour stream. Um, Maybe on Marvel Rivals. If you guys play Marvel Rivals, hit me up on that. I got it for PC. Add me as well. Send me a friend request on Marvel Rivals. Same name, The Last Snow. If you guys want to add me. Um, I don't got a full team, full 6-man team just yet. I think it's just 3 of us right now. Well, 2.5. Um, I'll be playing with my little princess. She be playing it because she be on Fortnite, so it wasn't that easy to transition to um, Marvel Rivals. So she, from time to time, she'll be playing as well, but she doesn't really play much. Um, that long, she gets on for like 2-3 games, and then she gets to go back to Fortnite because that's her thing. But if you guys play Marvel Rivals and looking to team up, just friend request me, and whenever I'm on and I see that you're on, I'll send you a friend request, or I'll definitely post it on my stories that I'm gonna get on Marvel Rivals, and we could definitely team up on that. So appreciate everybody that tuned in for like the 1,000th time that I'm saying it. But I definitely see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to hit me up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.